But let's sneak back over to the finals in the Nano Division. This is a big one, guys. This is a tough one.
It's not quite the finals.
No, in the Nano Division.
Oh, right.
Nano Division, it is the finals.
Yeah.
We've got the #1 seed, Aladdin, Disney classic, taking on Good Morning Vietnam. I will start this.
Why, you never let me start anymore.
Jared, you will start this.
Go. I like Aladdin quite a bit, but to me, like I said, Good Morning Vietnam is a top 3 Robin Williams film for me. It's a squeaker, but I give the nod to Good Morning Vietnam. I just think it's a better film for me overall.
Adam, Aladdin changed the way animated movies work. Not a lot of famous people would lend their voices to feature films until Robin Williams did Aladdin. Does that count for anything in your
Shane,
analysis?
I'd say it's a whole new world.
Nice. I like it.
Because I'm going to pick Aladdin.
All right, so it comes down to Shane. That's me.
That is you.
We've got Aladdin, which got a big, creepy blue genie who's funny. He does Ed Sullivan imitation. He does a Jack Nicholson imitation. He says Topo Gigio in it.
Things that don't even exist, in that world.
The genie could see into the future.
Yeah, he's a genie. He's a magical being.
And then
you doubting his power? You doubting his power?
You've got Good Morning Vietnam. And if I do...
How many Topo Gigios were in that?
Probably more than you think.
Oh, all right.
It's got Forrest Whitaker playing his sidekick. He can't drive a stick. You've got happiness, you've got sadness, you've got comedy, you've got pain, you've got reality, you've got Good Morning Vietnam winning this round.
Wow. Upset. Maybe not.
And I liked Aladdin, by the way. Aladdin is one of my all-time favorite Disney films. But
I'm not upset about that.
I'm not upset either. You have to be happy about it.
Why would you be upset?
Let's go to the Orson. This is interesting. We've got an 11 seed versus a 10 seed. The Fisher King, surprising winner against Dead Poets Society. I take the blame for that. Against Awakenings, an Adam movie that's unforgettable, says Adam.
An Adam movie?
Yeah, it's an Adam critique.
Adam's not a fan of either one of these.
He doesn't like this. So we're going to start with Adam. We're going to make him pick his poison.
Make him pick his poison.
Awakenings is too much like Cocoon to me. I know that they're not, but they kind of
There's no
are.
aliens, so there's no Gutenberg. But beyond that, exact parallel. And they don't jump into water for a rebirth. But
for all, they're injected with a liquid to make them wake up. So I'm going to go.
I think you're thinking of films that old people liked.
Yeah, you're right. That's the other way that they're the same. This could happen to us, and then we will never die. So I'm going to go with The Fisher King. It's got royalty in it. It's got Fish, the band.
Yep. That's the takeaway.
It's got those.
Jared, I don't know what you're going to pick, so we're going to let you go next.
I think this is an easy pick. I like Terry Gilliam. I got to go with The Fisher King over Awakenings. I have a much better memory of enjoying that film than I did Awakenings.
My selection is academic, but I would also pick The Fisher King, although I liked both films quite a bit. Let's move over to the Shazbot division. What Dreams May Come, 8 seed versus Patch Adams, America's pick.
This one could come to blows. Depending on how the vote goes.
I will start this. I will never vote for Patch Adams. It will be What Dreams May Come. Adam, over to you.
Man, talk about a couple bad choices. I will never again vote for Patch Adams. So, What Dreams May Come is not a bad movie. It's pretty. I may have not wanted it to beat Mrs. Doubtfire,
flaws, right?
but it is a better movie than Patch Adams. So, yeah, What Dreams May Come.
Any comments on this, Jared, even though your pick is
The Power of America is not enough to power Patch Adams into the Final Four. It falls, I would have picked When Dreams May Come anyway.
All right, guys, let's go on to the Mirth Division. The last battle in the Mirth Division. Hook versus Goodwill Hunting. I don't even know who we want to go first. I'm going to let Jared go first on this.
Okay.
Jared has got opinions about movies, Adam. He's made that clear throughout this entire situation. So please give us your opinion.
I think
number 3 versus number 2.
I think this is an easy pick. For as much fun as Hook is, it's not as good of a film as a Goodwill Hunting. So Goodwill Hunting has to take this one. Has to go into the Final Four. Possibly even into the finals. We'll see. Goodwill Hunting.
Adam, you talked about Hook. It's a fun movie. It stars a Peter Pan character. It stars Tinkerbell with
And the redemption of the said Mr. Pan.
Yeah. You've got a
Rufio.
You've got a
Rufio.
You've got a red-haired Tinkerbell. I mean, thinking outside of the box.
It's got that crocodile.
It got a crocodile. But does it have what it takes to beat Good Will Hunting?
No, Good Will Hunting's a much better movie.
There you go. Wow, it wasn't even an argument, Shane. You were fighting up. You're setting up for a battle.
I was trying.
And what's your
Because
pick?
I wasn't picking Hook. I was picking Good Will Hunting.
All right.
So Final Four, guys.
Final Four set.
It's very, very interesting. Very interesting. It's intriguing. It's an intriguing battle. Over on the Moore Conference, where I'm spitting all over the table here because I'm so excited, you've got the number 3 seed, Good Morning Vietnam, taking on an 11th seed in the Fisher King. Let's make our picks for the finals right here, right now. We're going to start with Adam. Who are you picking?
It's interesting. This side of the bracket, you can tell the old men in the room chose the winners. The young man just completely got run over.
Obliterated. Run roughshod right
But
over
Good
you.
Morning Vietnam is a much better movie than The Fisher King. It's fun to watch. Robin Williams, I would say a tour de force.
Yes.
You could say that.
I don't know.
It was his major breakthrough role.
And it's an important movie. It's based on a true story. It's fudged
loose.
a lot.
It's very
Yeah.
loose. Adrian Cronauer was never that funny or
Right.
never that Robin Williams-esque. There's only been one.
I've
Robin
listened to
Williams.
all of the mixtapes that people made. Not nearly as funny. But it was an important message about that war. Maybe not as important as the other Vietnam movies from
Sure.
the 80s, but
But it had a statement.
It's no Full Metal
and it made
Jacket.
it was more watchable than Full Metal Jacket.
Most things are.
Jared,
Yes.
do you feel the same way?
This is a tough. These are two good films that I enjoy. But if I have to make a pick, and I believe I do. Is that true? I have to make a pick.
You do have to
I have to make a pick.
That is part of the rules.
I
of
got to
this.
go with the film that I've seen many times, both by myself and in mixed company.
And nude with that company.
It happens.
Mhm.
I don't like to talk about it, but since you brought it up here, there was this one time. No.
In Bandcamp.
It's like you said. It's got comedy. It's got pain.
It's got
It's all
pathos.
around. It's a very quotable movie. Good Morning Vietnam is your winner.
I agree. Good Morning Vietnam goes on to the final round to take on one of these two films. The number 8 seeded What Dreams May Come versus the number 3 seed of
Ooh.
Good Will
If
Hunting.
we spend more than 30 seconds on this, I'm upset with this.
The Mindy Conference, it all comes down to this. Good Will Hunting. Adam, your pick.
Yes.
Good Will Hunting.
Easy. It's a
Jared.
sweep. Good Will Hunting.
So my total plans came into perfect alignment. I wanted both movies to have the word good in it in the finals, and it happened.
And both be number 3 seeds?
Yep.
Oh, that's an interesting
A
parallel.
lot of interesting parallels here.
Both are 3 words.
I think there's been some upsets along the way, but I think we have a very solid finals.
Especially, it's like one of the best old Robin Williams
Yes.
movies and one
Yeah.
of the best, more modern Robin Williams movies.
A 1997 film versus a 1987 film, I think. Let me just double check here.
It's very important to the rankings.
1987, 10 years apart.
Interesting.
a full
one-
beard apart.
Yeah,
too.
a full beard
Full
apart.
beard apart. No facial hair for Robin Williams in this one.
Different. You've got a lead role versus a supporting role. You've got
Oscar winner versus his first nomination for an Oscar. 1987's Good Will Hunting, Adrian Cronauer. Adam, I'm going to let you pick the first film. Pick your winner.
Sure.
The best Robin Williams film in our final 2.
This is really easy for me.
Okay.
I was 17 when I saw Good Will Hunting, and I really liked it. I feel like it was, one of those first adult movies that I saw where there weren't as many boobs as I was hoping for, but I still really liked it.
Okay.
And I felt like, there's parts where it's like gut wrenching.
Yep.
And almost all of those scenes are with Robin Williams.
Okay.
And it's a cool story.
Yep.
I mean, it sucks that they had to pull out all the cool action elements that apparently Matt Damon and Ben Affleck wanted to have in there.
The astronauts and all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Whatever.
yeah,
All those lies
scene with
were.
the dragon.
Yeah.
But it's probably one of my favorite movies
Of all time.
Sure. I started to hedge there at the end.
Jared, I'm going to let you make the last selection, and I'm going to pick second.
Okay.
So
Interesting. I'll just lean back.
Adam made some really good points.
Did I?
You did.
Did I?
You really did.
It was really cool, guys.
I'm gonna bring up something to draw some lines in the sand between these two films. Robin Williams was a co-star, not even a co-star. He was a featured player in Good Will Hunting.
Sure.
In Good Morning Vietnam, he was pretty much the entire film. Good Morning Vietnam also featured Robin Williams doing two different things: his sort of manic, off-the-cuff improvisation, and more serious acting that he became known for later on, specifically with Good Will Hunting. So I think that if I'm picking the perfect Robin Williams movie, that I'm going to pick Good Morning Vietnam, not because it was something that I watched a million times, because I think that that movie, more than any other movie, shows the degree of variation that Robin could bring into a role at his best. And so for that, and he was the star of the film, so I am picking Good Morning Vietnam. Jared, you are the tiebreaker, son. So think about it, process it. Oh.
You guys both presented your cases, and I'm prepared to make a ruling. You both made great points.
Some of us greater than others.
Robin Williams Scope Madness Edition winner.
Robin Williams goes like this, remember? That was one of his things. It's comedic.
Votes are in.
They're being counted.
The winner of Scope Madness Robin Williams Movie Edition is Good Morning Vietnam. It's done. Good Morning Vietnam is your winner.
We did it.
We made it.
We did it.
Number 3. Boy, it seems very anticlimactic. We needed like a ta-da.
I know. I still don't have. Here we go.
They don't seem as excited as they should be. They're laughing. They love it. So I think what we've learned is Robin Williams has had a varied career. He's done a lot of good movies. He's done a lot of not so good movies. But
fucking toys.
Sorry, Adam. I'm sorry, but it was a great bracket. I think that what we've learned is there's a lot of terrific films you can go back and watch for a man that I wish would be around for another 20 years.
And by all means, if you disagree with us, tell us what your favorite Robin Williams films are.
Yeah, send it in the comments.
Yeah. Comments at thescopeshow.com or voicemail line 612-21-SCOPE at 612-217-2673.
Terrific. So everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching our Robin Williams Scope Madness Mega Bracket Spectacular.
Ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves once again at the end. I hope you've enjoyed our time together. I know I have. Fear not, Scope Faithful. Days shall pass as if they were but a moment, and Jared, Adam, and Shane will return with another thrilling episode. Until then, send your comments to comments@thescopeshow.com or leave a voicemail message by dialing
612-21-SCOPE. That's 612-217-2673.
Thanks for listening, faithful fans. This is Tony Partington saying adios. Tune in next time to another terrific edition of The Scope.